Nostrovia, my friends. It doesn't even apply. If you know what Nostrovia means, then that doesn't even apply. Okay, so I missed the birthday of CB Radio. I was working. I was actually quite busy. See these bags? They're real. A few days off, catching up with some sleep and catching up with some drinking, as you do. Wow, I was looking back through some of my videos and reading some of the comments from you crew. You guys are funny. You make me laugh. Yeah, I just seem to have accumulated an eclectic mix of radios, and as I look round, and do you know what? I do not know how many people, even people who don't use radios, CB radios, say to me, well, you can't use them all. No, you cannot. But, you know, you got 90 books on your shelf, Susan, and you don't read them all. You've got bloody, 700 DVDs stuffed in a bag underneath the stairs. You can't watch them all, Karen. And plus it's on Prime. But what I'm saying is that... What am I saying? Where did this come from? Yeah, I missed the 40 years old. Well, what I'm saying is that I celebrate CB every day. I don't think there's a day where I don't think about CB, do you know what I mean, or radio in some form or form, because on the boat they've got I think it's UHF, HF, whatever. They've got these HF radios and they talk boat to boat, you know, especially when you're dropping lobster lines and crab lines, you know, 100 bloody 2 miles long with 100 bloody pots on it or whatever the fuck it is. Or you're trawling and you might go over a fucking lobster set or whatever. Yeah, why do I keep saying lobster? Crab set, you know, crab pots out there. Anyway, so they talk between each other, and then obviously you've got groups of boats within certain groups of businesses. So yeah, there's not a day that doesn't go past where I message my old man and go, well, have you seen this radio on eBay? There's not a day that doesn't go past that I don't literally think about radio. And I miss my shack. I do miss the shack. I need to have a bloody good tidy up in here. I mean, I've got a little tiny little fan heater that just sits outside the door, just gently keeps some heat in here, just to keep the moisture off of everything. But you know, the winter months are coming again. And it's literally coming that time again. You know, the weather's going to get bad. The boats are going to be in and out and messing about, and then the weather's going to be too bad that they won't go out. I mean, they'll go out in certain weathers, but they won't. I mean, they're not going to fucking die over it. It's crap, for Christ's sake. You know, it's nothing. So, the evenings, like I say, have already drawn in. It's getting dark. It's getting cold. It's been hailing here all day in Cornwall. I spoke to Steve tonight. It's good to catch up with Steve tonight. I spoke to a new fella called Drew, who was in his car up on some moor, or I don't know where he was, but he was doing well. He bloody crystal clear. Did hear a bit of Jeff. Did hear a bit of Roger. Could hear Tom down on a lizard again. So you know, this is like I say, it's coming back to the bread and butter thing. And it always happens in the summer, you know, you sort of disband. People as a group, you know, there's always, I'm not saying that, you know, people as a group, you separate at some points. People have got shit going on, you know, like I say, Dave's busy, I'm busy. Even Steve's busy, do you know what I mean? Taking caravans to bits and etc, etc. Bruce is doing discos, he's getting that season again because it's Christmas. If he wants a Christmas disco or they want a New Year's disco and all, what have you. You know, I've yet to get Terry on video. I need to get Terry on because Terry knows a lot. He's an intelligent man, just like Steve, and even talking to Drew for a brief few seconds this evening. You don't know any. Not Drew from the States. Not you, Drew. Another Drew. A Drew down my way. Alright, Drew, sorry. I keep saying Drew and I forget that we've got a Drew in the States that we speak to. But hi, Drew. Hi, Glenn. Hi, the crew. Alright. But yeah. And another thing. I've just realised that I've gone over 500 subscribers. And, you know, I don't really have goals in any of this. I wanted to get to 1,000 subscribers so I could do a live thing. And I just sort of realised that I don't really have the sort of content for you people to... Not for you people, because you subscribe, but for other people to really come in and sort of embrace what I do. I swear a lot, I smoke, I drink, blah, 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 blah. And I don't really know a lot about radio, although I'm learning, you know. But it takes years to learn this stuff. So as my channel progresses, hopefully I'll get to a stage where I can go live. But at the moment, I'm just thankful for the people that have subscribed, and I'm thankful for the people who watch. I'm thankful for my regulars, and I see that, you know, my CB Sunday video did better than what I do at work, and me getting told off. But me getting told off it's actually quite funny, really. It's actually quite funny. That's the new school, which is me, versus the old school, which I will never disrespect that at all. Do you know what I mean? It's like, you know, he's teaching me the way of the samurai, and I'm a Padawan or whatever, however the fuck you want to say it. Do you know what I mean? I don't know what analogy that actually was, but there you go, funny. I just wanted to rant for a little bit. I deserved it. I felt that you lot deserved to hear, you know, what I'm thinking. So, I'm still hunting for radios. I can't help it. You know when you've got, you know when you know. You know, you've got a little buzz. It gives you a buzz, does it not? No, there's no one out there right now who could tell me it doesn't give you a buzz. You see a buzz in a radio and you think, that looks cool. It's only so much. It can, you know, what's the harm could be, you know. I've got 60 radios. What difference would it make? The difference is that, like people say, this is where I was getting at. People say, oh, you can't use them all. I don't have to use them all. Back in the day, people would collect radios. You know, you very rarely sell your radio on. That's what I'm getting from all the old hats that I talk to. But back in the day, you buy a set, and then you progress to another set, and then you progress to another set. And before you knew it, you had 3 sets. And if you're really desperate and you wanted like something really cool, really smart, you would probably sacrifice your first sets to get the new set. But you keep that new set and then move on. And this is how people end up with collections. This is how Bruce, I assume, has ended up with a collection. You know, you get the bug, and people get it. It's like anything. It's like RC, you know. I had the bug for RC at one point, where I've got RC now that I don't know. I've got RC now, but I've got remote control stuff that I don't use. I don't know. So much of it. There's just so much of it. Whereas radios, I don't know. There's something about them. They just keep bringing me back, and they just keep bringing you back. You know what I mean? The skip. I really wanted to talk to the US this year, and it never happened. But I say, oh, it never happened. But the truth is, like it's like I've said in previous videos, I didn't really fucking try either. I got busy at work. You know, the summer was really quick for me. Shit was happening. And I wanted to go back to work, so I was, you know, rather than doing the car rebuild thing, I wanted to find some work, some hard-hitting, hammering man's work. I needed to go out there and grow a beard and be manly and shit, you know, and radio sort of died off. But I would come here in the evening, and by the time I got in here, it was too late. No one was on. The skip had died off, and I was getting a little bit disheartened, as you do. So, you know, the winter's coming round, and like I say, it's the winter times when there's crap on the telly, and you're sick of watching the 18th episode of Christmas Bake Off and Gogglebox, where you watch people watching telly, telling you a review on the telly that they're watching that you could bloody be watching. Doesn't make any sense to me, so yeah. I don't know where I'm going with this. I just thought I'd have a little rant anyway. I've been on eBay. So some winter's coming around. Steve is he's a good reflection of how my rigs are working. He is unbiased, completely unbiased. He just tells me how it is. Drew sounds like he's pretty unbiased. I know for a fact that Jim is unbiased and will tell me how it is, which is what I like. So I'm going to dig out some of these old rigs. These rigs that I got piled up, so I move you around. Just help. Look. You're on my phone, obviously. Look. So I sit here and I look at all these rigs, literally, constantly, rigs everywhere, and I just think, and half the problem is when you buy a rig, you think, oh, it hasn't been used for blah 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 blah, and that's what I've been dealing with: switch cleaner, doing bits, power leads, clean, the back of the radio. Where is it? Excuse me. Where the back of the radio is, this bit here. I always get a little copper bristle wire brush, clean it up really well, make sure it's shiny and things like that. And I haven't done any of that for ages, so the weather's going to get worse. There's only so much the boats can take, which means my work will calm down a little bit, which is cool. But in the summer it's going to go mad because of the season, blah 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 blah. So basically what I'm saying is that my videos may peak now for the next couple of weeks. I'm going to see what I can get squeezed in. I've seen all the radios that you guys had as first radios, or your parents had, your dad had, whatever. Keep firing them out. If you fire them on this video, it doesn't matter. Or go back to the last video and fire it out. What was your first radio? Your first radio. I don't care. I don't want to hear what your second one was. I want to hear what the first radio was that you spoke to a physical human being on the other end, yeah? I don't want to hear of something that was a pile of shit and the mic didn't work and blah, 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 and all this crap. I want to hear the first radio that you skipped through the channels, squeezed the freaking mic, and spoke to another person on the other end of it, like I did with the T800 when I very first started with all this. I can't remember who it was. I think it was Bruce, actually. Possibly could have been Bruce. First person I spoke to on my little T800, but all the way back then. So that's what I want to hear. I want to hear the first radio that you spoke to someone on that made you go, he replied. Now what do I say? Because you go, break, hello. And someone goes, yeah, break, on side. And you go, mic shy. Complete mic shy. Yeah, it's Gary all the way up in Delabo. Yeah, you're going to speak into the mic. I'm speaking into the microphone. No, you need to speak up. Yeah, okay, yes, it's Gary. You know what I mean? All those fails. Tell me your stories of fails. In fact, that's even funnier. That'd be funnier. Tell me your stories of banging that radio on, talking to someone. Just tell me. I'm interested. It makes me laugh because you've seen mine. I put it on video for frick's sake. So if you haven't seen it, go to my videos, scroll all the way down, ignore all the RC stuff because if you're obviously not here for that, and I don't do that anymore. So just scroll back through, look for the T800, and I ran that on a springer on the roof of this building, which is metal. And if you look through the videos, you'll see. Anyway, boom. To all my old crew, thank you for sticking by me. Thank you for watching. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for constantly liking, constantly commenting, and for those who like but don't comment, thank you. I like that. I like the shadiness, I'm going to like this, but I'm not going to say nothing. Because you don't need to know. You just need to have someone like it. Which I like. This is cool. But if you haven't commented before and you haven't spoken up, comment. I'll comment back. Everybody will tell you. The regular commenters will tell you. I always like it and always give it a love. And if you're new, I guarantee I'll comment back. watch this space. I have new radios on the way. I have fresh content on the way. And it's winter time, so it means lots of alcohol, festiveness, and CB radios. I will see you soon. I bid you all 7.